I'll say that there's always one that's in the city and the airport.
Oh, okay.
It's never just in the airport.
Okay.
That's how it is in Australia, but with
All right.
casinos.
I'm on the camera, guys.
Australian casinos have all the good restaurants, so they get people to the casino by having the nice restaurants.
Are they expensive?
There. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But the drinks are free. Who knows? Mushi versus Dendi. Please put the
BTS HUD. You guys don't have the Dota Cinema HUD?
Because we need to plug BTS a little bit more.
This is not...
It's not like the people looking at the stream know already
what Russian
what
casters
BTS
are
is.
sharing some things, but...
You want to
try
got
Dendi's, that's Dendi's HUD. Let's put Dendi's HUD on.
Alright, so that means we're going to be rooting for Dendi then, huh?
Dendimon!
That's him there. In mind is
Which one?
Dendi.
In mind?
I'm guessing AAA is Mushi.
This is the Shagbark. This is a good... Thank God Wepis has showed up. I don't think I could have caught up with this.
Yeah!
This is rough
so,
stuff.
Mushi going with the 3 branches and null tallies.
Just enough time to make a cup of tea.
Dendi going for regen. How much do you value regen in a matchup like this?
I think you don't need it so much at level... Like, you don't need it from minute 0. Is the main thing.
Okay. In any case, would you be okay with forfeiting the block to just try to secure the rune? And get
There's no 0 minute.
Oh, no rune?
Okay. Oh boy.
I wish there were. I feel like you have runes at 2 and 4 minutes, so you may as well
angry with each other.
open up that trade-off.
Yeah.
Whose decision was it to not put runes for the 1v1 specifically?
Who knows?
At the beginning.
Let's say Ice Frog.
Come on, creeps.
So you?
Hit those other
Let's say Ice
creeps.
Frog. Maybe it was a decision.
I like it when you talk in the third person, Bruno. It's pretty cool.
I learned from Maradona, best football player in my country. Always spoke in third person. It's so weird. Anyways, Mushi screwed up the push. Actually, no, he didn't. He wanted the little creep to die, so...
Kind of.
Now the lane is gonna push.
Yeah. Dendi wants to kill off his range creep, maybe?
Yeah.
Although they both go face shift level 1, okay.
Everyone's trying to play it safe. There's a lot on the line. It's the pride of being the best 1v1 player in the world. These 2 players, there's not gonna get anything more out of the tournament. They're both eliminated, so...
It's the 1v1 curse. He who wins the 1v1 tournament never wins the actual tournament.
Well, this is kind of like the wrong way around. I mean, in this case, he who wins the 1v1 tournament can't already even win the...
Yeah.
Did you guys have a 1v1 in the summit?
We did.
Yeah.
In the second one as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who won?
Funny?
Did
I don't even
Funnick was
remember.
in the final. No, we had a 1v1 also.
No, it was a tag team. It was
Okay. We had 1v1 in the first one, which was won by FY beat Funnick in the final.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, that is true.
I remember Ben Merlini Wu playing in that, and he actually beat Funnick in one of the heroes.
Oh.
Oh, this is getting aggressive.
Okay, he doesn't have face shift anymore, and Mushi is being zoned out.
Yeah, but Merlini, I think he beat Funnick at Windrunner versus Windrunner, which was pretty funny.
Wow,
Nice.
Mushi getting zoned out.
Well, Dendi's up 3 creeps. Make that 4. Oh god, he's going for it!
Oh,
That was
wow.
way quicker than I thought it was going to be. They just want to get some.
Yes.
Okay.
A little bit of too much of a gamble, and Dendi has a salve, so he's gonna be full health.
We talked about this before, and I want to get your... I don't think I got your 2 opinions.
Okay.
First blood or 2 kills do you prefer?
First blood, I think 2 kills is in most cases. You're already too far behind by the time you get the first blood. I think this is the only scenario where the first blood doesn't really matter, which is like the super early
Radiant's
first
middle
blood.
tower is under
If it's the
attack.
first blood after like 7 to 8 minutes, generally that you do so much damage to the tower, and you get so far ahead because of the long respawn that you just win off of it.
Yeah.
With that said, the recent patch change to the respawn time affecting these 1v1 tournaments.
Oh, actually changing the 1v1 metagame indeed.
Absolutely. Valve can start patching and balancing based on 1v1.
Yeah.
If these tournaments are going to keep having 1v1.
Dendi's going to get another rune.
Yeah, he wants
I don't think
everything.
Mushi's gotten 1 yet.
Well, he doesn't have a bottle to begin with.
Yeah.
He could still deny, but...
He's gonna get a bounty rune and 3 more charges off the bottle as Dendi gets the boots. How important are the boots in a 1v1 like this? Can you skip them?
That important. I think it's more about the upgraded boots, I guess, like the treads or phase boots. Probably treads. But the actual movement speed in puck versus puck is not going to matter too much because you can just play around your spells.
Yeah.
Once you've got an advantage, I feel like the boots don't... I guess if you want to chase down Mushi, that's where they're going to come into play.
We'll see if that is the thing that changes the game. But for now, Dendi trying to play a little bit aggressive, spending a lot of mana but not getting much out of it. Mushi, however, 1 kill behind, 7 creeps behind, 3 denies behind. Mushi, he likes playing from behind. Why are you smiling?
Bruno, you're the best, man. I have to admit.
I try. Thank you.
That bath has really solidified our friendship, I feel.
It is. It has connected us.
We
David,
share.
do you want to share?
I feel like since that bath,
Yes.
your humor has gone more towards my side. I don't know if that's a coincidence, but that's my.
I think you weren't paying attention before.
Maybe.
Dendi is going to get the 4-minute room top. It's going to be an invis room, probably one of the most worthless runes in 1v1 situations. Unless you have a hero that converts you from hero to 0, you're not gonna get more out of it, and you're just gonna pop it and then pop the region as well.
The players going for different builds. Mushi with 2 null tallies and Dendi with the boot.
Well, Dendi has 74 damage and Mushi has... Wow, it's 82.
You know what's funny is if Dendi had 3 in Waning Rift instead of Illusory Orb, the Invis would be a kill, I think. Actually.
Potentially.
But you obviously can't see that coming.
It's so hard to... I would say it's impossible to evade the orb with a level 1 phase shift. Yet players try.
I think so.
It's just that the travel time is so slow that by the time it runs out, the orb is still in your head.
Yeah.
So...
Do
Dendi...
you go for the second point in phase shift? Is that the metagame?
No, maybe you just leave 1 point on the orb.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's...
Well, the orb is a great pushing mechanic. I don't know, it's actually...
It's exactly the same damage as Waning Rift. Which, in my head, it always feels like Waning Rift does a little bit less.
Yeah, that's true, actually. It is the same.
The orb, you get the essentially bigger AoE.
Yeah.
Also, the shorter cooldown.
I want to say yes.
Yeah, I think it's like a 2 or 3 second difference.
25, 8, 20, 24. Pretty much nothing has changed since that first blood. The difference has been kept at around 5 creeps and 4 denies.
Do you guys feel if Mushi gets the next kill, he wins? Like, by tying it up
Mushi?
1-for-1? Yeah, if he gets, like, the kill next, to make it 1-to-1, but, like, it's much later in the game, so the
Right.
kill should theoretically matter more, or...?
I don't think Pac will be able to exert so much pressure to the tower. But I'm thinking what happens if Mushi decides to go for like something ridiculous like 4 null tallies, you know?
With the
Bad
passive,
news,
just push,
middle
right
tower,
click.
everyone go, now!
So it's 2 kills or first tower. And probably the most important question, do you guys prefer he, she, or it? I mean, technically speaking, it is correct, but I feel like you're rarely going to say that.
I mean, technically speaking, I'm not meant to say Abaddon, but...
Abaddon.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. What do you want to do?
Can he kill Mushi?
I'll do me, and other people can do them.
To me, it's more like a small child than a girl.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What does that mean exactly?
So it's like a he.
I just imagine...
So when you think of a
sorry,
small child, it's always a boy.
I'm sorry. In my you know that Spanish has masculine and feminine for pretty much all the words. So in my mind, I was saying a little boy, not a little child. Kill that courier. Is it
Brian's saying
that is true.
Puck is the Peter Pan of Dota 2. That's not
the Peter Pan of Dota 2?
Mm.
No, he's not that salty.
You could make cosmetics for that. Oh wait, they got rid of override VPK. Never mind.
Yeah.
Actually, no, they would
No,
work in
they
this.
enabled the dons, add-ons, add-ons. Abaddon.
Oh, how does that
enable
work
the dons.
exactly? So add-ons for like what?
They're
like
just
HUD
being
and
very selective about what things they can and can't enable based on what things can and can't be exploited. So, for example, now custom announcers work with enable add-ons.
right.
And
But you can't add anything to heroes still, right?
I think no.
Because I mean, it is a slippery slope. You can make things more visible.
Yeah.
As a result, and there's no way to filter that out.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. Oh boy, he's gonna
he's
get
gonna
the
get-
green coil. This might be the death of Mushi.
Bam.
Wow. Easy for Dendi.
1-0.
He wasn't even close to dying at any point that game.
No. He had control of the game. He doesn't get the courier though.
Nope.
The little piggy gets to live. And
Alright.
as I say that, we're starting the second game. It's Lina versus Lina.
This is actually I
They've
do
got
like this.
teammates, apparently.
Yeah.
C9 and HGT were all in the player list.
Well, I'm gonna go with
That was a
Mushi
weird
on this
bug.
one because he has the Arcana. Dendi. Well, it's not the Arcana, so
No.
not gonna be as exciting to watch. But Lina versus Lina, I think is pretty cool. It's gonna be high octane
Didn't
offense.
Arcana Lina used to have a different portrait up
Yes.
top?
I was confused. You said Arcana, and I looked over and they looked the same.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because people were confused. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, they got rid of that for portraits too? No, because
Just
Terror
enough
Blaze
time
hasn't
to make a cup of
changed.
tea.
How about if you place... take two. If you press Alt, do you see it in the minimap? Like the little icon? Oh, no, you don't have it.
Let me see if I have
Do you have it enabled there?
No.
You have the names. I like the little portraits. They're cool.
Yeah.
I just don't recognize most of them because they're so small. and
Well,
tiny.
honestly, if
Teeny
they actually got rid of the portrait and the minimap stuff, that's... It feel not that $35 is a lot for cosmetic, but if you're somebody that
Please
buys that
just
kind of
bear in
thing, which
mind
I
I'm trying
am,
my best
I
here.
feel like I'm losing some value.
Some
the fact
value,
that
yeah.
people can't see it.
Yeah. Can see your point. Mushi is gonna block. He
The
didn't
eternal
do a
struggle
good block.
betwixt creep and creep
the first time.
lumbers on.
In a lot of ways, that actually cost them the game. It just ended up snowballing.
Yeah. He lost the game at the
I
block.
mean, you might as well call GG with the blocks. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I said the block should be a tiebreaker. If three teams are tied, you make 1v1 block.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
He got it.
That was pretty even.
And
Slight advantage for
slightly,
Mushi.
All right, it's over. Let's go game 3.
Pretty much.
So, we've seen a lot of Lina mids in NEL, not so many in competitive. What is the definitive build for Lina mid?
Max Dragon Slave. I mean, you generally don't need to get a point in passive, but
I think the point in passive is actually one of the strongest things about Lina mid.
you can, it's definitely a value point to get the single point. But
Is people underestimate the attack speed that you get. How much attack speed do you get with 1 point? Is it like 30 per... It's 40 per skill. So if you get your 2, it's plus 80.
it's like a
attack
4-1-1 build with your ultimate. Like at level 7, you have 1 in stun.
Yeah.
Because your stun is, it doesn't scale that amazingly well.
No, it scales the duration now, which is a nice buff compared to what used to happen.
I actually think if it's a 1v1 Lina versus Lina, it might be better just to get 1 in Dragon Slave, 3 in stun, and then 1 in Fire Assault, to be honest.
The big issue with the stun is you can't hit the melee creeps and the range creep with the stun generally.
Well, I meant for getting the kill on Lina herself.
Yeah.
But sure, if you're going to be pushing the wave, and you're playing the long game in the 1v1.
Yeah, that's what we've seen. We've seen like 25, 30-minute games in these 1v1s.
The score is dead even, 7-2 to 7-1.
I think
Both players. Yeah.
I mean, these skills were actually for Lina, they were buffed, or tweaked, I should say, recently-ish. What was it? Dragon Slave, I think it was lowered... Wait, it was... Okay, so Light Striker Ray, the stun went up.
Yep.
And the damage went down a bit, I want to say. And then Dragon Slave went up a bit. It ended up evening out,
Yes.
right?
But I think it was like a tiny difference.
Ready to burn.
In any case, Dendi secures the bounty rune without a bottle. He's still a little bit away from that bottle. So is Mushi.
I feel like this is a matchup which is just going to be won based on a rune. Most likely a haste rune.
Haste rune or even DD rune can finish this game pretty quickly. Also, mana management is very important in this matchup because if someone cannot get enough mana for the full combo, then that person cannot kill.
Yeah.
But when you have full mana,
Invisibility.
you can kill if you understand.
So Mushi did go... Looks like he's going to go a 3-1-1.
Yeah,
And
same
then looks like the same. Okay.
Do you think Magic Stick is good here? I think it really.
It's definitely a must buy item in the SF versus SF, and I feel like this matchup is probably similar. There's a bit more burst damage here, so magic may not save you, but
Well, it's just the constant farming with Dragon Slave.
I think right up to the bottle you should upgrade to a magic wand here. Like get a magic wand, and then you want your boots and either another null talisman or a bracer.
Nuh-uh.
Basically cheap set items.
Hey Shannon, how do you feel about Lina having the Dragon Slave? She's a Dragon Slavist. I don't know how I feel about that.
That's a good question, Bruno. Never really thought about it, but mainly because I think... Well, first of all, the hell is a Light Striker Ray? Why is that a skill name? I think it's, other than Chaotic Offering, it's the worst skill name in the game. It is so difficult to remember, it makes no sense.
Light Strike, it's an array of light strikes.
Brian is saying is she's based off of anime characters, so it probably is going to be some relation there.
I mean, still, doesn't matter what it could be based on my mom. But what is Light Strike Array? Whoever designed that, what was in his mind or her mind? Was I'm gonna make a skill.
Saying that in team fights, it's like I don't even want to do it. All he's going to get the light
Oh,
strike
look
array
at
onto
that.
Dendi.
Attack speed.
Ooh.
I told you, the attack speed is so good.
It's got 2 points in it even.
Yeah.
Would he have got the kill though with 3 and
Oh,
Dragon Slave there?
wait, he didn't pop the DD?
Yeah, he did.
He had
He
popped
had
the
it.
DD, yeah.
I'm surprised he's even going for this. He could have put a lot of shots onto the tower.
Oh,
If he lands the stun.
If he goes for.
if he got there a bit earlier, it would have been able to maybe catch Dendi.
How often do you guys watch more especially gods here, watch more 1v1s than me?
I don't watch 1v1.
Well, you guys used to have a 1v1 tournament for God's sake.
Yeah.
So you still watch more 1v1s than me. Do people not buy wards anymore? I know they bought wards back in the day.
Last match, then we had a high ground ward.
Okay.
It's an item. It's like a around now kind of item. You don't want to right off the bat, but once you get around level 5 or 6, you get it.
Oh, Dendi. Oh!
Over.
He still dies.
Bottle. Nope, he doesn't have it.
That's
Okay, that's
He gets the
Okay.
XP.
from Slayers. Slayers?
Brian is researching anime for us
Slayers.
right now.
Yes, Lina Inverse. He was this red-headed, big-boobed. I mean, although big boob is kind of like redundant when you're talking anime.
yeah. Anime girl. Please, Bruno.
Yeah. But maybe we can interview Envy at some point and ask him about Slayers. Not the band, the anime.
That would be hilarious if you interviewed him and you were actually talking about the band and he was talking about the anime.
Yeah.
And you both have no idea what's going on.
Or the conversation could somehow just make total sense because
Yeah.
you're being vague enough that
Yeah,
the
yeah.
other person thinks you're having a discussion. Like you both think you're discussing the same thing.
Yeah, I like the lead person of Slayers. Yeah. amazing skills.
I'd pay to watch that interview. Not very much, but
But like a
I
dollar.
trade my rares to watch that video.
Mushi also so concentrated.
Look,
Oh,
you
that-
see his
Oh,
mouse?
they both land their stuns.
He's
but-
using an old school Microsoft mouse. That is
Yeah.
okay. I might have to root for Mushi now. That thing brings back great memories.
Aha.
That was
Microsoft Optical IntelliEye or something.
Yeah, you know, people swear by those kind of old school. Like if you talk
They're
to
so
StarCraft, the M model of IBM is the keyboard of choice.
Which
And that's
keyboard?
the Model M, IBM Model M. It's like a big old clunky white
Okay.
keyboard with greyish keys.
Interesting.
Well, that's what people
Ruckus
say.
is saying it's the best mechanical keyboard ever made.
Ever.
That is an opinion, sir.
Truth is, if that is the best that was ever made, then
And we've really
We-
not progressed at all.
yes, we kinda suck at making mechanic keyboards.
Well, you have to make them look cool. That's what makes them better now, right?
Of course.
They sacrifice the quality for the looks.
And it's like buttons in mouse. You have to put a lot of buttons.
what makes a good mechanical keyboard?
Something that doesn't break, honestly.
I'm not a
pretty
keyboard
much-
aficionado here.
You pretty much have to have like 5 keys available for macro. Like you probably don't need more than 5 keys.
Some people hate macro keys.
Wait,
but
no,
you
there's
don't.
no macro keys in
Man
Model M
dudes,
or
middle
anything.
tower,
It's
everyone,
I'm
go!
talking
I'm
about
talking about modern day, yeah.
Merlini like comes upstairs when we're casting and will like tore off the macro keys when he sat
What?
down. He's
Why?
like, why the hell are they macro keys
Does
on this
he-
keyboard? This is an absolute travesty. Takes them off before he starts casting the game. Like just out of principle,
Really?
it's like this keyboard can't have macro keys.
Okay,
Dendi
so-
might die here.
I don't get that though. Like, does he accidentally click them or something?
Oh, Dendi. Oh, Dendi, you're dead.
Oh, yeah.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Lina from Mushi didn't even look at the explosion. Should be like gonna blade and turned around.
That's style points.
Style points for Mushi right there. It's going to be 1v1 and we're going to get the full best of 3.
It's going to be the Shadow Friend. The Arcana also won, so let's keep that in mind. Dendi has one.
Prepare for battle.
Okay, they
Okay.
both do. Oh boy.
Oh
It's gonna
boy.
be tough.
So then we have to look at what happens if the block is even, the Arcana is even, then what?
Then
Then they
it's
might
a
as well
tie.
just quit. Yeah,
this
just
game's
tie.
going 60 minutes.
Yes. It's like the OD game at TA3.
There was a 1v1. Okay, you're probably actually right that we at BTS have cast our fair share of 1v1. Like, the more I think about it, it's like, okay, we did our BTS 1v1 tournament, we did the
Fistful
summit.
of tangles for a few tangles
We
more.
also, like, casted these random, like, these Chinese tournaments which had 1v1. Like, all the Chinese tournaments have 1v1s.
Yeah.
And there was one, I think it was like an ECL or something, they had a... It was when FY won the 1v1 tournament, back when he was playing, I mean, he's still playing support, but
Yeah.
he beat all, like, your top solo mid players, and there was a 50-minute plus 1v1 match in that, with Shadowfiend.
Shadowfiend versus Shadow?
It was him versus...
Wait, how many kills?
How
Two
can
kills
you-
lost?
it was
can
one kill, first blood.
Oh,
How can you not push the tower at some point?
Or did they have like Scotty, Daedalus? Like what the hell items did they have at that point? Holy crap!
I think he said you don't farm that much by only farming
No,
one lane.
that's
you don't.
true.
Your farm is actually...
You can't go into the jungle at all, right?
No. I mean, the best you can get farming the lanes is about 250 GPM, something like that.
I think that was when he beat CTY in the final. That was when CTY was like hyped up as being like the best mid player ever. He was like the
Time
Chinese
to get
Arteezy.
angry with
Okay,
each other.
question for you, David. Do you
Answer, please.
you play Dota 1 a little bit.
4.5 years.
That's a little bit. I play 7. Shut up.
okay.
Okay.
7? Seriously?
Yeah, yeah.
What year did you start?
2005.
So you started the year Ice Frog took over?
Into the matchup. Mushi and Dendi
Coincidence?
are going to be. Oh, it's
It's
a
slightly
dire
mush-
block.
It's a tie. It's slightly mushy, but then he gets the first hit. It's going to be very, very even.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to say is, how do you feel about doing EM on 1v1 matches?
Remember they didn't take that away for a long time.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
started out in EM. Yeah.
Oh no,
That's
EM
easy,
still,
yeah.
EM is still exists in Dota
It
1.
does?
It's not in Dota
Ah.
2.
I'm surprised. I remember a couple of years ago, just there was a small discussion. I was like, I
Yeah.
don't see why. You think of how many players preferred that back in Dota 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It made the game just end faster. I was all for having it because I never really
Well,
played
I think
it
for getting
myself.
people into Dota is actually a really good
Yeah.
thing. Because you get farm, you get to actually use items. It's more exciting.
I think the counterpoint at that point was that EM, for the people who don't know, EM you get double the gold per second. You level up almost twice as fast,
Yeah.
and the towers give more gold.
Yeah.
And have not give more gold, have less HP
And do less damage.
and do less
you
damage.
can
So,
tank that risk.
so it's a much more aggressive, faster version. Like you can normally be 6-slotted 30 minutes into the game. It's really fun. You can play 5 carries and get away with it.
Nice towers.
Yeah, of course there's less skill involved because even if you're doing poorly, you're getting a lot of gold. It's League in Dota's purpose, kind
Yeah,
of.
Kind of.
The reasoning or one of the counterpoints for not putting it in Dota 2 was that at the beginning of the game there's so few people that if you segregated them between people playing EM and people playing non-EM, you have longer queue times and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was on the files at some point. There was an easy mode option, but it never materialized as a...
Yeah, I think it would be a mistake to bring it to matchmaking or something like that. But maybe like if it's the first time playing, they get the chance to play it for X amount of time.
Yeah, unranked matchmaking.
Unranked matchmaking
What's-
EM would be fun, I think.
I feel like it's
So-
like how there's ARDM. You can do unranked. You can search for ARDM. You should be able to search for.
Alright, for people that have been playing for a while, I think that's fine. But look at it from a perspective, and this is my perspective since this is how I started. I played easy mode for a long time. Transitioning to normal mode is actually awful.
Oof, it's
It
so
is
hard.
awful. You don't want to do it.
No, it's so hard. I
It
think
should be made clear when you first start playing that it's not. I mean, I don't think it should be.
it's not representative
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
actual game of Dota.
Plus, if you play easy mode a lot, people make fun of you. And
Yeah,
nobody wants
You're
that.
a noob playing EM.
Easy mode noob.
Learn to play.
I think the negatives might outweigh the positives in the end. It's,
Yeah,
there's
I think
still an
it's
argument
still
to be had, I
a
think.
fun thing. Maybe in custom lobbies, and that's it. Anyways,
I'm personally very grateful that I actually learned to play on normal mode because I feel like it would take me a lot longer to get good at Dota if I'd started with easy mode. Like my friends are like, we're not playing easy mode. We're teaching you how to play on normal mode.
Is that
I'm-
why you still use legacy keys?
Probably, yeah. I mean,
PWER's easy mode guy.
yes.
I mean, you played Dota 1 for so long, I'm just used to. I don't know the order of skills. Like, I don't know what the first, second, third skill is on so many heroes. So I wouldn't know what the
So
Q is
weird.
for a hero. Like, someone
So
said X hero is Q. I'm like, what spell is that? Is that like, I know the hotkey for every spell, but
What
not
if
the
you say
order.
like a 3-1-2 something or like a 1-1-2?
I don't know for
You
some
don't.
heroes.
Wow, that's unbelievable, actually. Really?
Yeah.
Not, I'd say, when I say some heroes, I mean like maybe 1 in 10 heroes.
Okay.
Maybe 1 in 20, but there's
So
some
every
heroes I wouldn't know the order.
every time you're in a cast and somebody says a 1-1-2, you're like, wait a second.
Let's
look
down.
at this.
Let's look at it and see what comes first, second, and third.
Interesting.
The way I learned the hero, like the heroes and spells, was just by each spell's individual.
How do you feel this match is going, by the way?
What do the numbers tell us?
Well, 22-7 versus 17-8, right?
Alright.
So
Blue's winning.
that is
block-
very telling.
The block was in Dendy's favor very slightly because the range creep
middle
got killed
tower,
right off the
everyone,
bat, right?
go,
Yep.
now.
So it could
So-
be 3 in a row then, huh? With the blocks.
And the Radiant.
Yeah, true that.
What do you think about their color choices? I remember 1v1s in Dota 1, you'd always choose which of the 5 colors.
I want to point out that you can't choose colors in the... I want to point out 3 things. You can't choose colors on 1v1s. You always go to the first color. Regardless, Dendi chose the 3rd position in the lobby. He loves playing purple. He likes playing purple in general. And number 3, remember how awesome it was in Dota 1? Your hero would be colored based on the color that you had?
Yep.
So if you were like the Shadow Fiend and you were purple, you'd have like slight purple hints. Nothing that would really change the color scheme of the hero, but stuff that would say, I'm purple. And there were heroes that looked really cool in some specific color. Omni-Knight Yellow was the bomb.
What,
You have your favorites then, huh?
so what would be
Favorite
your
color.
guys' go-to colors here? 1v1 SF, let's say in theory, your hero would be colored that and you could choose a color.
I played blue most of my life because I had a server and I hosted.
Okay.
I'd go brown because everybody hated that color.
No, that comes from Han. Brown, orange,
You also have a
scum.
thing for
They didn't, wait, they
for
didn't have
fecal
brown?
matter.
That's true.
No, they did have brown, but
Yeah.
like the idea of colors being associated
Yeah,
with
MMR? Yeah, that's true.
I was a light blue kind of guy.
you allowed blue,
light
so
blue.
you were the best
8
friend.
slot.
You were the best friend of the guy that made people play. Because in general, like there's a guy that's a
No,
host.
not the dire side light blue, the pale blue.
Yeah, that's the second one. Like you get blue and then you get
No.
light blue. It's the second color.
Well, that means it's teal.
It's blue. Okay, blue.
What
whatever
do
you
call-
wanna call
what do you
it.
call the blue on the dire side blue, the 3rd slot on the dire. So there's
I'd have to look.
pink,
I can't remember.
gray, and then there's that light blue.
Yeah, the other light blue. Yeah, you can call teal.
one
the,
is- one
okay,
is-
so you're light blue. The dye of the light
Yeah,
blue.
one
dire
is
light
light
blue,
blue,
one
one
is
is
teal
teal or
under attack.
turquoise or whatever.
Yeah,
you wanna call
Turquoise.
it.
Yeah.
I call the radiant one teal or turquoise. Light blue to me is the
I think
dire
cyan might be the actual.
Cyan.
Term for
No,
it,
it's
right?
more teal than cyan. I know colors.
Okay, that's true. That's a good
side.
point.
I would trust Bruno colors.
I just don't choose to name them because if I go and saying, "Oh, it's the salmon-colored Mushi," people will look at me.
Periwinkle sea blue.
Very interesting.
So Dendi's crushing, by the way. I just looked up.
Yeah.
I haven't actually been watching this game.
Oh, crushing, not crashing. Okay. You know, in Spanish, you can't recognize sometimes the U sound and the A sound, so crushing and crashing sounds the same. And it's completely the opposite. If he was crashing, he would be falling in shambles. If he's crushing. What's Mushi's level? Is he keeping up in level at least?
Nope.
Ooh.
Level
Almost
3
one level
raise.
He's gonna have to hope for like a kill at level 7. I feel.
Yeah.
Mushi's gonna have to go for the YOLO point in ulti, maybe at level 8 even, just so he can catch Dendi by surprise with some extra damage. I don't know. When you're this far behind,
Yeah, that is also the thing about these kind of matchups. You start snowballing and it's very, very hard to come back. You still can get your farm based on...
Oh my goodness!
Oh, wow.
Was
How
that
we
like-
were saying.
Wow!
So he had like the ZXC raise. Did he have like an extra raise, like the V raise there?
Yeah.
'Cause that looked
That looks so...
Here we go with the
fourth-
legacy
the
keys again.
Out
the
of
Mushi
nowhere.
4th raise. Like I didn't realize SF had a 4th raise because that's
Leave.
what that looked like.
Cliff.
Dendi got pretty cocky with that regen in his bottle. Didn't even get to use it.
Yeah. I think he's like, I've got such a big advantage if I play greedy and get the most out of this, like use all my HP and mana, and
Radiant's
Mushi
middle
uses
tower
his
is under
use an
attack.
extra raise, he gets an even bigger advantage, but he got way
Well, that
Yeah.
advantage is all but
Yeah.
gone right now. It's 43 to
So-
41.
That also gives Mushi a big tower. I mean, we've seen Mushi rat to victory on this Shadow Fiend.
And
so-
he's also a level advantage now. He used to be level 6, now he's level 8.
Oh man, he
And,
could actually.
Dendi.
What's the rune?
I think he
Okay.
could get the kill with this invis.
It's just a bounty. So Dendi knows it's like it's
A
a
normal
non-bounty rune.
yeah.
Yeah. It's a haste invis, and he won't see.
What color would you call the bounty rune?
Orange?
Yeah, I would call it orange. People have disagreed with me though.
It's kind of yellowish, but illusion is yellow, so...
Yeah, it can't be yellow, right? Yellowish orange. We'll just go with
Tan. You call it tan?
tan. No, tan is my like beige almost.
Jonquil.
Yeah, we've talked lot of colors.
Yes.
Also, you have to, I mean, different parts that are like, at least looking at the bottle, like, it has a fade going. So I feel like one side of the boundary ring is not the same color as the other side.
Yeah, that's true. It is
But
a
the region is green all around. The Invis is purple all around. The Haze is red all around.
Is the Invis really? It's not full purple. It's like a. It's like a combination.
What are you gonna call it? Lilac?
No. It's like a faded purple. Whatever color that would be.
What? Indigo?
It's not bad.
Okay. We can go with indigo.
What's your favorite color, Bruno?
I don't understand why that is a question.
It is a question. It's like having a favorite number.
Okay, double race, no third race. Then he has to.
Where's the fourth raise, Mushi? Bring
Yes.
the V raise.
Man, he's put a lot of.
That should
damage
be
on
that
this
should be his ultimate.
That should be his Ag Scepter upgrade.
Accept an upgrade for.
You get a fourth and a fifth raise, not just a. Because I feel like a fourth raise isn't a big enough.
Wait,
buff,
where would
okay?
No. I like it. Like you get a fourth targetable race
Yeah. As Ag Scepter upgrade, you mean?
as an aspect upgrade. So you get like kind of like a Lina stun, but no stun of course. Like
Right.
hey, you target whatever you want.
Oh, target. Like you target the area.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking like you have a fourth and fifth raise, which were like a different raise.
No. Yeah, I'm saying like you get
What
Z,
the hell would
X,
you
C.
bind with that?
That's where the skill
That's
comes.
where the
V.
legacy skills
V.
come into play, huh?
D,
So.
Z, X, Z,
So
R,
his
D,
QWE for his raise. That's right. He
Radiant's
has two
middle tower is
passives.
or
under
D or
attack.
F.
QWE and then some D. Yeah, D.
Oh, this could be big. Although Mushi getting close to taking out this tower. Oh boy. He could just dive it at some point.
He just needs to get like a. He needs to be
Radiant's
full
middle
HP and get
tower
like
is
a
under
haste or a DD rune, and he wins the game. And he.
Well, he's gonna
Oh, Cardi might get
Radiant
this himself.
structures are fortified.
Cardi.
No, the fortified.
We should have glyphed before when he was dead. I'm surprised he
Yeah.
glyphed then.
Dendi's
Stay.
coming from behind.
Mushi
Okay,
Mushi's
Mushi
gonna be a good
just
sport.
goes, yeah.
He's gonna be a good sport. He doesn't want
Nah, he's not gonna be a good sport. He's tournaments
He
on
wants
the
all
line.
glory.
You're gonna win. You're gonna go down. You're gonna go to the forest. You're gonna just go there. There's no glyph. One hit and you win.
To be fair, he did first blood Dendi. I mean, in most people's minds, you get the first kill, you win. So.
Yeah. But I see no shame whatsoever in ratting this out.
Is he going for the loop-de-loop?
Well, there's no runes. Maybe.
I mean, he can literally
Then he knows he's gonna cut him off. Then he needs to.
he can literally ignore Dendi.
He just
Run,
Oh, this
two
could be it.
races. Oh, he misses the third one.
He could just still go and just take it.
Yeah, he there's no glyph. Oh man, then he needs an observer against him.
Yeah.
He needs to like hide in the trees and get like a full damage Requiem. This is where you just sell all your items. By
He doesn't have Requiem.
Oh, this might be it.
Oh, Dendi's got no idea.
It's gonna take
usually
one hit. Don't even need a second one. Might
Oh,
actually get
blind
the kill.
races everywhere.
Don't
Okay.
just the one right there.
GG. Mushi takes the championship.
Mushi Chai.
Dendi kind of pulled up a boast with that regen rune. Got
Yeah.
really cocky.
Yeah. He was too ahead for his own good. Try to be a sport, give a little bit of wiggle room to Mushi.